Welcome to this explainer. In our crazy, high-stress world, we really don't stop very often to examine the specific things that are just weighing us down. We usually just put our heads down and keep pushing through. So today, we're going to slow down for a minute and analyze an ancient message of profound comfort. Let's just dive right into it.
Listen to this quote from the Gospel of Matthew. It says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Now, back in the ancient world, a burden wasn't just some nice metaphor. Nope, it was the literal, physical, crushing weight carried by laborers and animals. It was heavy. Yet, this invitation asks absolutely nothing of you except to just bring that exhaustion. It's a direct message aimed squarely at anyone carrying a heavy load.
There's a really fascinating cause and effect relationship going on here. On one side, we've got the audience, which is simply all who are weary and burdened. There's absolutely no prerequisite of success or perfection or having your whole life completely put together. The only qualification is just being tired. And answering that directly is the promise, I will give you rest. If you fall into that first group, you're guaranteed that profound comfort. It really is that simple.
But to truly grasp this promise, we need to dig into the anatomy of a burden. Like, what does it actually mean to be weary and burdened in our messy everyday lives?
Well, the text actually pinpoints three core categories of burdens that drag us down. Understanding that our exhaustion isn't just one flavor of tiredness, but actually a multi-dimensional weight, well, that's the absolutely crucial first step to dealing with it.
You see, our exhaustion is incredibly holistic. It's usually this compound effect of three overlapping areas: emotional, spiritual, and physical. When you feel totally drained, it's almost never just one of these working all by itself. They overlap, they feed into each other like a domino effect. A physical burden can instantly snowball into an emotional one, entirely zapping whatever energy you had left. It really encompasses the whole shebang of human fatigue.
Just think about how these overlap in reality. First, you've got emotional burdens. This is the grief, the daily anxiety, that invisible weight you feel sitting right on your chest. Then, spiritual burdens. This could be a profound sense of disconnection, a crisis of meaning, or just feeling completely hopeless. And finally, physical burdens, the literal toll on your body, the illnesses, and the sheer physical grind of just getting out of bed and making it through the day. As we talk through these, I want you to think about which of these specific weights you're dragging around right now. The source material empathetically acknowledges every single one of them.
Okay, now that we've clearly identified the weight, we can zoom out a bit and look at the actual solution. Let's explore the path to renewal.
We're moving from our starting point, that totally exhausting, weary, and burdened reality we just talked about, straight into the promised state of being, rest, peace, and renewal. And the contrast here is just night and day. This isn't just a quick nap or a temporary distraction from your problems. It's a total state change, from active exhaustion to deep, restorative peace. It's a true game changer.
But let's be real for a second. Believing this actually applies to your real, messy life is a whole different story, right? Which brings us to a massive question. Is peace actually possible in difficult seasons? Think about the absolute hardest season you've ever survived. Or maybe it's the one you're in right this very minute. When those emotional, physical, and spiritual burdens are at their absolute heaviest, is real, true peace even possible? I just want to let that question sink in for a moment.
According to the source material, the answer is a resounding yes. The huge takeaway here is that rest, peace, and renewal are available even during difficult seasons. What an incredibly empowering concept. You do not have to wait for your circumstances to perfectly align to find rest. You don't have to wait until every complex problem is solved or your physical ailments are 100% cured. This profound comfort is actively available to you right now, literally right in the middle of whatever mess you're facing.
So, we've broken down exactly what makes us so incredibly tired, and we've looked at the undeniable promise of renewal. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. If rest and renewal are always available to you, are you ready to put down your burdens today? It is an open invitation, just waiting for your response. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer to explore such a deeply comforting message. Take a deep breath, and I really hope you step into your own renewal today.